In the vast, snowy wonderland where frosty winds dance and icebergs sparkle like diamonds, lived a little penguin named Penny. More than anything in the world, Penny dreamed of being the fastest slider in the entire polar world. Every single day, from the moment the sun peeked over the horizon, you could see her, a little black and white blur, zipping across the icy plains. "Can't catch me," she'd chirp happily, sliding past her friends. She'd glide down slippery slopes, twirl around snowy mounds, and shoot across frozen lakes like a little rocket. Penny loved the feeling of the cold air rushing past her face and the crisp sound of her feet on the ice. She was so focused on being the fastest that she rarely stopped for anything or anyone. Her friends would call out, "Penny, wait for us." But she'd just giggle and call back, "You have to be faster." Penny's parents would often remind her, "Penny, dear, speed isn't everything. It's important to pay attention to the world around you." But Penny was too busy practicing her next big slide. She dreamed of the day when everyone would gather to watch her, the undisputed champion of the ice slide. She imagined winning a shiny trophy made of the clearest ice. She practiced her victory wiggle and her champion squawk. Every day was a race, and every race was a chance to prove she was the best. One particularly bright and chilly morning, Penny was in the middle of her best slide yet. She had found a long, winding ice path that glittered under the morning sun. "This is it," she thought, tucking in her wings for extra speed. A new record for sure. She was going faster than ever before, a blur of pure joy and determination. The world zipped by in streaks of white and blue. She was so caught up in her speed that she didn't see the small, dark rock peeking out from under a drift of fresh snow right in her path. Whoosh! Bump! Penny tumbled head over heels, spinning in a flurry of snow, before landing softly in a fluffy white bank. "Oof," she grumbled, shaking the snow off her feathers. She sat up, a little dizzy, and checked to make sure her wings and feet were okay. As she brushed herself off, her eyes landed on something strange nestled right next to the rock she had hit. It wasn't a rock, and it wasn't snow. It was smooth and oval, in a lovely pale blue color. It was an egg, a lonely little egg, all by itself in the vast, cold snow. Penny looked around. "Hello," she called out. "Is anyone there? Did someone lose an egg?" Only the quiet whisper of the wind answered her. There were no other penguins, no seals, not even a snowy bird in sight. The egg was completely alone. Penny's first thought was to get back to her race. Her record-breaking slide was waiting, but then she looked down at the small, fragile egg. A gust of icy wind blew, and she shivered. If she was cold, the little egg must be freezing. Her heart felt a little pang. She couldn't just leave it there. What if it got too cold? What if a big bird came and took it? The thought of her shiny ice trophy seemed less important now. With a soft sigh, Penny made a decision. Her race could wait. She carefully waddled over to the egg and, ever so gently, nudged it with her beak. Then, she did what all good penguins do. She shuffled her feet carefully around the egg and snuggled it onto her warm, feathery tummy, sheltering it from the biting wind. It felt warm and safe there. "Don't worry, little egg," she whispered. "I'll take care of you. I'll find your mama." Holding the egg securely, Penny began her search. It was much slower going now. She couldn't slide and zip around. She had to waddle carefully, one step at a time, to make sure the precious egg was safe. "Hello," she called out again and again. "Has anyone lost an egg?" She asked a flock of snowy petrels who were resting on a cliff. They chirped and shook their heads, wishing her luck. She asked a big, sleepy walrus who was sunbathing on an ice floe. He just grunted and rolled over. Penny started to feel a little discouraged. The sun was getting higher in the sky, and she was getting tired. But every time she looked down at the little blue egg under her tummy, she knew she couldn't give up. She had made a promise. After a long while, as she waddled around a large snowdrift, she heard a soft, sad sound. It was a sound of someone crying. Penny followed the noise and soon found a mother seal, with tears rolling down her whiskered face and onto the snow. "What's wrong?" Penny asked gently, waddling closer. Mama seal sniffled. "Oh, little penguin, I've lost my egg. I was gathering fish and when I came back, it was gone. It rolled away, and I can't find it anywhere." Penny's heart leaped with hope. She looked at the crying seal, then down at the pale blue egg she was keeping warm. Could it be? Slowly, Penny took a step back and gently rolled the egg out from under her tummy. Mama seal's eyes grew wide. "My egg, my baby," she cried with joy. She rushed forward and nuzzled the egg, covering it with happy tears and gentle kisses. She then looked at Penny with the kindest eyes Penny had ever seen. "Oh, thank you. Thank you, brave little penguin. You saved my baby." Mama seal wrapped her flippers around Penny in a big, warm, wonderful hug. The news of Penny's kind deed spread quickly across the polar world. The walrus woke up, the snowy petrels flew down, and all of Penny's penguin friends gathered around. They weren't there to see her race. They were there to celebrate her kindness. They cheered and chirped, not for the fastest slider, but for the kindest friend. Penny looked at all the happy faces, and she felt a warmth in her heart that was even better than the thrill of a fast race. It was the warmth of helping someone. That day, Penny the penguin learned a very important lesson. Winning a race is fun, but the feeling of helping others and seeing their happiness is the greatest victory of all. And that, she decided, was a feeling worth slowing down for.